times when heaven seems silent. Moments when our prayers echo back without an immediate answer. Every believer at some point has felt it, the profound silence of God. From Job to David, even Christ in the wilderness, many have encountered these quiet moments. They are not signs of abandonment, but profound chapters in our spiritual journey. Psalm chapter 13, verse 1. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? The desert, vast, silent, and seemingly empty, yet it overflows with life, hidden and resilient. Our spiritual deserts are much the same. In the silence, there's growth, lessons, and a deepening relationship with the divine. Our lives are filled with noise. But what happens when that noise fades? When God's voice, which once felt so clear, becomes a whisper. 1 Kings chapter 19, verses 11 to 12. But the Lord was not in the wind. The Lord was not in the earthquake. The Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. Like Elijah, we too learn that God doesn't just speak in the thunderous events of our lives, but often in the gentle whisper. God's silence isn't his absence. It's an invitation. Just as a parent sometimes lets go to let their child learn and grow, God's silence can be an invitation to mature in faith, to seek him even more fervently. It's in the climb, in the struggle, that our spiritual muscles are forged. The silence pushes us to lean into our faith, to hold on to hope. Romans chapter 5, verses 3 to 4. We rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope. Silence is also a canvas. On it, we can reflect, understand, and truly listen. Christ himself often sought solitude. Silence provided him clarity, connection, and communion with the Father. Throughout history, believers have discovered that in God's silence, there's depth. There's an intimacy waiting to be explored. Like a dense forest, where light filters through in patches, God's silence often has glimmers of his presence, guiding us, reassuring us. Listen to the testimonies. Countless souls have found that the seasons when God was silent were the times they grew closest to him, the times their faith truly crystallized. In the vast expanse of the universe, silence reigns. Yet it's alive, vibrant, and in constant motion. Similarly, God's silence is dynamic. It's a phase, a season, a chapter. And like every season, it passes. Dawn breaks, heralding a new day, new answers, and a renewed connection. Psalm chapter 30, verse 5. For his anger lasts only a moment, but his favor lasts a lifetime. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. So, in the quiet moments when heaven seems silent, remember, God is still there, weaving a greater story, drawing you closer, and preparing you for the whispers that will soon come. My brothers and sisters, God knows our struggle. God knows every detail of our pain. Stay strong and don't give up.